Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Now, it's no secret that we have a new Disciples of Tzeentch Battletome on the horizon. We saw some of the teasers for the Lumineth Realm Lord rules just before the weekend started, and it's only sure that we're probably going to see some Disciples of Tzeentch ones soon as well. As we know, there's a dual box coming for the Disciples of Tzeentch and Lumineth Realm Lords, giving the Lumineth Realm Lords a brand new hero, not that they needed another one, and a re-sculpted Curseling model, which I think looks absolutely amazing for the Disciples of Tzeentch. Now, obviously, these dual boxes pre-allude brand new Battletomes that are going to be coming out. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 things I'd like to see from the brand new Disciples of Tzeentch Battletome whenever that hits. Probably in the next month or so, I would say, based on the time it takes for these books to come out after the box sets are released. Though, that can sometimes take longer with logistical problems as they are in the world at the moment. But I'd love to hear down below what your thoughts, your wants on the army are. I'm going to look at it as someone who does have a Disciples of Tzeentch army, but also I want this army to be fun to play on the tabletop, both with and against. So that might be positive or negative for the Disciples of Tzeentch overall. Number 1, fate dice. Do they need to be changed? This has been an interesting thing, moving over and seeing a similar mechanic used by my Eldar that I play in Warhammer 40k. I've started to look at fate dice a little different. I really like the idea of fate dice. I like the ability to be able to manipulate dice how you want to in various different ways. I sometimes think, are fate dice, the fact that they can all be used for any test, is that a little bit too much? And I have been enjoying how the Eldar have been using their, types of fate dice in their army. What happens with the Eldar in Warhammer 40k is they roll a number of dice and they get to keep a certain amount of them at the start of their battle round. Now, those dice don't let you choose to use that number. They instead correspond with a type of roll. So, for instance, a 6, if you roll 1, corresponds with a save roll being able to be made for your model that automatically would count as a 6. I sort of like this mechanic better, but I'm unsure whether or not I do want to see the fate dice mechanic changed all that much. But what are your thoughts on this? What do you think would make fate dice the best mechanic they possibly can be? Is the current one the way you would like it, or do you like maybe the way the Eldar does it, or other types of dice mechanics we've seen, stuff like miracle dice from the Sister Battle in Warhammer 40k as well? Let us know down in the comments below what you think of fate dice. Number 2, forgetting the sins of the past. Disciples of Tzeentch is certainly one of the Battletomes that continuously pays for the sins of its past. We've seen really broken combos and really unfun mechanics come out of the previous 2 Disciples of Tzeentch Battletomes, and I would like to see, the sins of the past not held to account in this book. That doesn't mean to say tone down the things that need to be toned down and bring up the things that need to be brought up, but definitely don't use how the book has previously performed to overbear on how this book is going to be written and affected in its rules based on, the perception of the wider community on how this book plays. Something that seems to happen, but sometimes it doesn't. We have cases of the latest Daughters of Cain Tome definitely not suffering from sins of the past, though they're elves and GW loves elves. I would like to see them, not go down the current Hedonites and Slaanesh Battletome, where the Battletome previous was ridiculously powerful, and the current one really hammered the army down into the ground. Number 3, make the army a single cohesive force. I think that this is my biggest gripe with all the Chaos armies, and indeed some other armies as well, but nothing like the God March Chaos armies feels like this to me, or where it does feel like they are multiple armies within the same Battletome. It does feel like you either play an army of demons of Nurgle or the Maggotkin of Nurgle. You don't play an army of both. And the same can be said for Khorne and Slaanesh and Tzeentch as well. I would like to see them trying to build the army up as a cohesive force, a force that works, having both the Archonites, the Beastmen, the Zangor part of the army, and the demons all in a collective force that works well together, harmonizing all 3 different aspects of the army. I really like that some of the other armies are starting to be able to do this and starting to be able to play with multiple different parts. I think Sylvaneth is a great look at how you can do armies that have all different moving parts working together. And I would really like to see this for Disciples of Tzeentch because they have so many amazing miniatures. It's a little bit depressing when you just generally see 1 or 2 different miniatures on the tabletop. Number 4, what is Tzeentch's next move? Now, we've obviously seen plays by the Hedonites of Slaanesh, seeing, Dexessa and Sinessa come in at the end of Broken Realms. We've seen the Maggotkin of Nurgle come back with their brand new Battletome. We know that Slaanesh, and we know that we've had some Khornate stuff as well here and there, but for me, it is Tzeentch and Khorne that we really don't know what the next moves are, and Tzeentch especially, we've got very, very little on what the next move is going to be with the Disciples of Tzeentch, and I'm really excited to sort of see what we might not get next in the sort of storyline moving forward. Is Tzeentch going to become the next god that's sort of having some influence on the mortal realms? We've also got a Warcry warband coming out for the Disciples of Tzeentch, so I'd be really interested to see what that brings to the army and what's their sort of play over there. What's happening in Galat? What have they got to do in this current timeline of Age of Sigmar? And number 5, this takes me to what could happen next for the Disciples of Tzeentch. Bring back Argentina. Now, a little bit of a history lesson in Warhammer Age of Sigmar for those who don't know what Argentina is. So, in the Realm Gate Wars, some of the very early Warhammer Age of Sigmar stuff. In fact, I'll link a video in the description up the top here for a video that will talk about the book that features Argentine in the Realm Gate Wars series. But Argentine is one of the children of Dracothian, which is the giant drake that Sigmar, sort of explored the mortal realms with. And Argentine actually fell to Chaos in the Great War against Chaos. He now serves the Chaos god Tzeentch, and he is effectively this giant sort of molten metal drake. You can see here these pools stay solid while Argentine's asleep, and as soon as he awakes, they turn into liquid waterfalls of liquid molten metal again. You can also see Victrix, the crystal cockatrice down there below, and the Manticore armies. But I think bring back Argentine, a god beast and the time of the beast would be a really interesting thing. Argentina actually flees from the howling valleys of Anthrarok, which are in the mortal realm of Chamon, the realm of metal. And I think, maybe bringing that god beast into the realm of beasts could be really interesting for Tzeentch to have such a major powerful player in there. God beasts are that thing that I think in Warhammer Age of Sigmar are just such an interesting thing to bring about. I'd love to see one of them brought back. He definitely doesn't die. He sort of gets beaten up by a Dracothian and sort of flees. So what do you think? That is what I'd like to see from the Disciples of Tzeentch, though. Or what do you want to see from this brand new Disciples of Tzeentch Battletome? We're probably only getting the single miniature and the re-released Curseling, which is okay. Disciples of Tzeentch are one of the more fleshed out ranges, I guess. I would like to see maybe some Arcanites on discs. Would have been my only other want. But I'm pretty happy with what we're going to see. So let us know down in the comments below what you want to see from a brand new Disciples of Tzeentch Battletome. That's the end of the video, everyone. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, drop us a comment down below in the comments section and let us know what you enjoyed about the video and what you'd like to see more of on the channel. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little community here we have at Sinful Gaming, you can do so on our Discord server, which is linked in the video's description. Also linked in the video's description is our Patreon and YouTube members where you can go to help support the channel and allow us to keep doing what we're doing. As a special thank you to our Patreons and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patreons, Christian Weir, Soren, Greenskins Gaming, Kenny Lau, Alder Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Derek, and Giappy390, and to our YouTube members, Greenroots Gaming, Kenton Young, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, and Monty's Tabletop Terrain. And lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork you see on the channel. Thank you all for watching. Once again, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now, everyone.